We haven't seen a lot of videos of Maggie lately, and this is a female, and she could be pretty aggressive, especially during feeding. I've noticed that with most female boas. And I'm sorry this is hard. She's a two-handed snake, and I only have one hand on her right now, and she's just really got a good grip around my arm. And we're going to feed her, and I wanted to show you guys the progress that I've made with Maggie. We all know how hard it was. This snake absolutely refused to, I can't get her off my arm now. The snake absolutely refused pre-killed food. There we go. And I want to show you guys how important it is. And being that we fed her live in all of these tanks and everything like that, what we're going to do is we're going to put her down in there. Come here, girl. Get down in there. It's okay. It's okay. There you go. Alright, now that we have her down in there, and I know it's a small tank, but we're gonna give her a couple of minutes to relax and get situated. Oh, you see that, guys? Look, she already took a strike just by getting into that tank. You could see her demeanor has totally changed. Okay? She took a strike just by looking at me. Changed. The tongue is not coming out or anything like that. This snake knows she's getting fed. And she's been fed nothing but live, you know. She would refuse dead food and everything. You guys have seen video with me smacking her in the face. And I'm going to show everybody how you can take a snake that completely refuses dead food, and as long as you feed them in the same exact area and you develop a feeding response, not just a feeding response, but a strike response, as long as you can develop that, you will be able to change your snakes over to dead food. She may actually go to burrow in the Aspen because this is very similar substrate to what rodents, where you might find rodents. You know, I'm seeing if she's going to strike at me here, but it looks like she's calmed down. The tongue is not moving at all, and that is a sign that she is ready to go. But she might try and burrow under there because this is a substrate that's normally where rodents would make nests in and stuff like that, and the snake knows this. And this is why I discourage people from using Aspen for red-tailed boas. Everybody says that their snakes burrow in the Aspen, and the reason why the snake is burrowing in the Aspen is because it's just waiting for a rodent to come back to its nest. That's why I prefer to use a more natural substrate like bark or something like that, and this way the snake will never get the feeling that it's being fed in its enclosure. And that is one of the main reasons why snake owners get bit by their docile animals, is because simply by using the wrong substrate. If this snake decides to hide, if I use this substrate in her enclosure, if she decides to burrow down in there and hide and hope a rodent's going to come walking in, I stick my hand in there, she might strike first and ask questions later. Alright, we're going to let her get comfortable, and then we're going to show you the feeding response that was developed by this 2-year-old common Colombian boa, Maggie of South. Alright, so here we are, we're back, guys, and we're going to feed Maggie a pre-killed rat that's in that bag. And once again, this is not to establish a feeding response. This was to establish a strike response, and then the feeding will come automatically. The idea is to get this snake into an area where she's constantly eating, the only place she's ever getting fed, and this is the only place that this snake should show aggression. And this has been a very aggressive snake, so I've decided to try to transfer her over to pre-killed food. So, feeding her in the same tank with the feeder and this, that, and everything. She's established a strike response after live food. We've all seen this. Very quick, very easy for her. And we're going to go ahead and remove this. And once again, I've taken the screen top off and just put a blanket over there so she can get a little bit more calm, a little bit more settled into the area. And I took the screen top off because I don't want her to strike it again and get her teeth caught in it. So why don't we go ahead and iPhone does not have a tripod, so this might not be the easiest thing for me to do. But if we take a look right there, there's the pre-killed rat. No blood. Once again, I have a very quick and easy way of doing this if anybody does want to know how to do it. very humanely. I'm going to need a lot of requests to show a video like that, though, guys. I'm just not going to go ahead and upload it by myself. So, all right, let's slowly take this cover off and see how this snake is doing. Okay, there she is, and you can see her. She has totally changed demeanor. She's definitely in an aggressive position right now, guys. I don't know if you could tell that, but that head cocked way back into her body, and you can see she's got the coils up on her tail, which means she's ready to rock. So we're going to take this pre-killed rat, and hopefully she's going to go right after it. Here you go, girl. Might be a little tentative because she bit this. There she goes, perfect. I'm going to hold it, try and get her to constrict so she feels like she's captured something, and then we let it go, just like that. And then what we could do is take something like this and try and get the snake to wrap her tail around it if she will, but she looks like she's got herself nice and firm along the side here, and then the tail wrapped into the corner, so she doesn't require any assistance in a smaller tank. She's able to gain her ground. Alright, and that was a strike response, guys, and now the feeding is going to come automatically. That's how you do it. That's how you change your snakes over that cannot eat or will not eat live food. That's how you get them to eat dead food. And I'm certain that I can get all of my snakes to do this. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It's going to take a long time for her to take this down, so we're just going to go ahead and stop it there. Later, guys. Alright, guys, so here we are. And the snake delatched. She saw me walking around. And what I'm going to do is just going to show you guys how you can make the snake become a little bit more comfortable while she's eating. As you can see, she's still a little stressed. She hears me, sees me, so she doesn't want me to try and take her food. She also might think there might be another rat running around that she could grab, and that might be what she's waiting for. So what we're going to do is we took the towel, and we're just going to put it back over. And we're going to leave her there like that by herself. And this way she can't see me. And she can, she can hear me walking around and stuff, but not being able to see me and stuff like that. And it being a little bit darker in there is going to make this snake feel a little bit more comfortable to go ahead and eat. As if she's more secluded, maybe in a den someplace. You know, she's got her food and she's safe. So we're going to pick up as soon as she starts eating again and give her about 10 or 15 minutes and we'll remove this towel again. Okay, here we go, we're back, and let's go ahead and take a look and see how she's doing. Look at that. She's got her head, she's already started eating. This is about 5 minutes later. And you can see her, how tentative she is. So she's done a good job. She's got a pre-killed food that she thinks she captured and struck at automatically out of just response, and now she's going to go ahead and eat it because she feels that she caught it. I'm going to cut it off. I'm just going to close this down and let her be. And when she's done, we'll throw her back into her enclosure. Look at that. Look at her go to town. Eat that. I'm sorry I can't get in there with the lighting right now, guys. Let me try and get a better view.